Morning, everybody. Lovely morning, isn't it? The sun is out. It's lovely. I love to see the sun, even if it's cold. Don't mind. It's lovely. I'm just uploading this video it's a couple of years ago now, when I was sort of having a big fight with Miles Johnston. The reason why I'm uploading it is it's got a lot of backstory here, and it's not ending. He's been in touch again, and what he's doing, he knows I don't want my videos online. Now, the reason why I don't want my videos online is because he twisted every single thing I said. Well, that's number two. Number one was because I was grieving at that time. I was on medication, Valium. That's why I was so calm. And I gave away too much personal information. I don't want that out there. It's nothing to do with anybody. It was all personal to me. I was literally complaining about the services because I had a lot of dealings with the police and medical and the way they all behaved, and it was the incompetency and the way they were acting all the way through, and covered up certain things and filled in certain forms and pretended they did certain things when they didn't. There was a lot of that, and the police didn't act on certain information and all sorts of things. So my grievance was with all the services that I'd received during my daughter's illness before she died, because she did have some sort of psychotic episode, and we couldn't get help from anywhere. And it was all about that. It's very, very personal and very upsetting for me if I have never even looked at those videos again. I can't look at them. And so Miles Johnston, what he does, he knows quite well. I've explained the reasons why I don't want it on there. It's because trolls have been using the information against me as well. Everybody's been using the information against me, not to support me. So why would I want it all out there? Especially as he's misrepresented every single thing I said and twisted everything I said to fit in with his agendas. And I was against him from day when I started seeing the comments and people picking up things wrongly and all sorts of things. So, there's been arguments here and there. He takes the videos down, puts them up, takes them down, puts them up. So in the end, we took them all down, and I never want them back up again. And he blackmails me with them and all sorts. I don't want him having this over my head. Who does he think he is? Really, who does he think he is? So periodically, now and again, he'll put the videos up, which he did on YouTube a couple of months ago on his basis restricted channel. That one, the other one, the second one, not the main one, because that was gone. And I had a word. I said, Miles, I will call the police and get the police involved again. And there were orders and restraining things in place which have run out now. I've got to get them renewed. That's why he's suddenly acting again. Probably he thinks he can get away with it. So somebody told me the other day that he put my videos up on BitChute, and I emailed him. I said, I'm not happy with this. I'm not having you hold this over my head for the rest of my life. Who the hell do you think you are? He thinks he owns me. Who does he think he is? So I'm going definitely legal. It's going to be stronger. I'm going to make sure there's restraining orders in place for a number of years. I'm getting all the information together again, and I will sue him for damages if he keeps this up. If he breaks the restraining order, I'll make sure he's arrested. I don't want my videos online for the reason I've stated, because it's too upsetting for me. And he can't see that. He's not even recognizing that. He thinks they're so important. There's nothing important for anybody in those videos. Nothing. I've literally, all the UFO stuff, I've said it again on my own channel in UFO videos. There's nothing, I've kept nothing back. If people want to listen to my UFO videos, there's a lot of narrative in there. So I'm going over all that stuff anyway. It's of no relevance, this stuff about my daughter. It's private, and I should have realised that, and I didn't. As I said, I was in trauma, I was grief-stricken, I didn't know what I was saying, I know what I was saying, but I shouldn't have really given so much away in my personal life. So I'm uploading this video. It gives a bit of backstory of Miles Johnston, what he's actually doing. I just came across it, actually it's quite good, so I'll just upload it. I'm not having him blackmail me and let me live indefinitely thinking, when is he going to put them on, when is he going to put them on? Living with this feeling in my heart constantly. I want to move on with my life, which I've been trying to do. trolls and everything else. Sickening. They should be going after people like him. They're coming after people like me. So I'm putting this video. I came across it, as I said, today. I'm just clearing up some files, getting some stuff ready for the solicitor, and looking back on some old stuff, because I don't really look back on my old stuff. But I've got a lot of things, a lot of information here, because a lot of them take the videos down, don't they? And people seem to forget and move on, and he's begging again the following week. So how many times has he lost his hard drives? How many times have they crashed? How many times has he lost his lifelong work? Seriously. And people keep giving him, and he begs for money for new drives, new this, new equipment, new this, new that. Oh, I'll save everything. Let's annoy Marie K. Ali and put her videos up. They're so important to mankind. You should see the emails he's sending me. And when I said please take them down, and this is the reason why, I explained to him about, you know, trolls and everything else, using my private information. I was in a bad place and I shouldn't have given so much information away. It's personal, and plus you've twisted everything. I'm not happy. And he just started abusing me and harassing me and all sorts. And maybe I'll even put the emails at the end of this. Okay, well, just to clear things up, this is the situation now again. Seems to be a recurring thing with him. And another thing I noticed is I don't get any support. What's his name? Kevin Moore was well aware of the situation with Simon Parks. I sent him the emails that he'd sent me ages ago, but he's never mentioned it. We did telephone calls. He was going to do a video about it. Never mentioned it. They did a video call, a show the other night, 6 people on it, all about Simon Parks. My name wasn't even mentioned once. It was like they deliberately said, don't mention her name. So what's that about, you know? Just a bit annoying when other people come forward with something to get all the support from everybody, from all these big truthers, whereas I'm putting out the best information there. I've got more dealings with these people than a law can say, yet nobody's using the information or picking it up. Something wrong with this. I mean, plus, you know, Parks and Miles Johnston got together to try and destroy me and take me down. The lies that went up from him as well on his site. He put in statements on his site, deliberate lies, saying I was going to petrol bomb him and everything, all things like this, and IRA comments, you know, because I'm Irish, and all sorts of things he would put up on his site. So, I mean, fake police report. No one picked up on that. No one mentioned it. So what are you truth is all about, really? Seriously, cherry pick what you're going to talk about. That's not truth. He started all this up again because it's coming up to Gina's anniversary on the 2nd, so I'm a bit upset as well. He knows this and he starts something. Same as the trolls did last year, the year before, when my brother was dying. You know, remember that? And on Gina's anniversary, putting up videos. And you know who that is. And connecting me to paedophiles and all sorts of things on my daughter's anniversary, where my brother was dying. When they should be going after people like Miles Johnston and Simon Parks, coming after people like me, victims of these people. So I want everyone to know the situation with Miles Johnston, that I absolutely do not want my videos going online for the reasons I've stated, which are very valid reasons to me. It's stopping me, preventing me from getting on with my life, and just keeping me living in a nightmare. I've had enough of it. So every time he puts my videos up, he's going absolutely against everything I've said, everything I've pleaded and begged him not to. Threatened, got the law involved, still doesn't listen. And you people are still giving him money. He'll go up and beg for money, and you're giving him money to harass me. I'm not the only one who harasses either. So I want people to know this. If they see my videos online, it's going absolutely against my wishes and everything I've asked not to. Just to make that clear. Thank you. I'll show you what a schizo he is. Look, there's an email here. Marie, publish your videos. Keep the calls for the case of the great wrong you have suffered open. Disable comments. Damn the trolls. And then, I don't know what this means. A Home Secretary or Prime Minister ultimately is responsible and they should be taken before a court to answer for this crime. I don't know what crime they're talking about, he's talking about. So I've said to him, what I said in the After Gina vids is of no relevance to anyone but me, and I was traumatised and in shock at the time. I do not want to keep reliving this over and over, which is what happens. Trolls did vids recently about the Channel 4 doc was re-released but taken down now, as were the Trolls vids about it. This brought me right back to square one again, reliving everything. Then he starts with the abuse. You wanted copyright clearance to use them, then I gave you. And you continue your threats. No, I've never had control of these videos, never. He puts them up, takes them down, does whatever he wants with them, uses them in any way, shape or form, sends them out to people, sends files out to people, has private screenings. He does all sorts with them. In any case, Marie, what was news 10 years ago is irrelevant now on the context of what has been injected into the population. I don't get his stupid nonsense. I don't understand him. If you want to publish the videos you have, then go ahead. If you don't, fine. Using them against me for malicious intent is a breach of any permissions. That's the law, by the way. So how am I using them? I've never put the videos up. They've never been on my channel. I've never even had my own videos on my own channel. Never had control of them. Never. I probably had them in early days, and then all trouble started, so I took it down. But I've never really had them on my channel. I don't remember. You have traded abuse and the most despicable and horrific statements against me for years. Get the hell out. I gave you all my time and resources to help you and make those videos. You return this with nightmare. Just get out of my life forever and go away from me forever. In any time, space, dimensions, or existence, be gone. Go away. Go away. go away. So the way he twists everything, I never contact him, never, even when we were on good terms talking, I never phoned him, never. Probably once when I was doing the interview or something to get the time or something like that, but I never ever called him for anything, never emailed him unless he emailed me and I'd reply. That was only to a small percentage of them. So I've never instigated anything with this man. I've stayed well the hell away. Since I did the interviews, I realised I'd made a mistake, but I didn't realise how bad it would be that I'd be stuck to him this long. It's 10 years. It's 10 bloody years of misery from this creep, and he's now with this alleged rape going on. What's happening with that? You know, he's keeping quiet about that, isn't he? And there's so much about this man, and he's tried to blacklist me everywhere possible, and I am blacklisted because I've dealt with him at the beginning. That's probably why no one else has ever been interested. And so I just originally came forward to him to talk about UFOs. He's not a UFO researcher. There's nothing even ever once has there been a UFO on his channel. Has he ever commented on UFOs or anything? So why is he calling himself a UFO researcher? He's a con man. So you can see, you know, I tried to explain to him how upsetting it was for me. That's all I said, and he turns nasty like that. Schizo. This is what I've been dealing with. If he doesn't get the right response, he turns into a madman, and it could go on for days, all through the night and everything. This has been recurring situations with him over the years, and he talks to himself. I don't reply. He'll send something. I don't even understand his emails. A lot of them are nonsensical information he thinks I want to know or something. I don't know what goes on inside his head, but it looks like he's on drugs or something, because he's up and down, and manic, and schizo. So a normal person would have said, oh, I'm sorry, Marie, it's affecting you that way. I'll try, I won't put them on again. I understand your situation. I've said it over and over again. He understands quite clearly why I don't want the videos online. I've said it often enough. I don't know what's so important about these videos. It's just to get up my nose. It's just to upset me. This is all it is. There's nothing important in those videos. It's not like it's groundbreaking information or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's just me talking about my daughter's death and all the way through and what happened in very, detailed. I'm not happy with it. I really shouldn't have done them. It was a bad mistake. We're allowed to make mistakes, aren't we? But you have to keep paying for them for years like this. It's funny, I was watching that Simon Parkes talk the other day, the 6 people involved. When they said something like, "Oh, you're a catalyst now, and more will come," and like, "Yeah, you're a catalyst, you're a catalyst." One of those people had said that to me on the phone that afternoon. Those exact words, which I found really strange. To use those exact words to me and then come out and use them to someone else, it was definitely something fishy there, Another thing as well, I was meant to do talk on Truth Seekers channel a few weeks back, or a couple of months, something like that, a couple of months back. He was doing a thing on the Miles Johnston rape thing, and somebody suggested, why don't you get Marie Kayali on, because I think he picked up on one of my videos maybe or something like that. And he says, yeah, we'll ask. So he did ask me, do you want to come on the show next week? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll come on the show and talk about Miles Johnston. So I said, I'll send you what you like. Anything I've got, you're welcome to it, and I've got plenty, to show you and that prove so many things. So I started sending a few emails, and then I think probably then he sort of said, oh, we can't really show these online, they're private, this and the other, and he started saying, I don't think we'll be able to do this, and he started getting a bit iffy. And I said, well, that's fair enough, we'll do what you want to, ask me what questions you want and I'll answer them. I'll do whatever you want, it's your show. I'm not a demanding person, I go with the flow basically. So he said, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And then he left. It was supposed to be at 2 o'clock in the morning because he's American time, 9 o'clock his time, so it's about 2 a.m. here, I think. And it was a bit late to getting dolled up and everything to be on camera. But I did it anyway. I managed to move around a few things and change my schedules a bit and was ready. But he didn't even contact me. And I sort of emailed him a couple of days before it was still on, no reply whatsoever. And then probably about half an hour before the show, I thought I better get ready anyway. He could just call like 5 minutes to 2 or something, and I'm not ready. What will I do then? So I got ready anyway. So I was waiting. So he finally emailed me then at about 1:30 or something like that, or 1 o'clock, something like that, quite late, and says, oh, sorry, I have had to cancel the show. There's a storm going on and all this. And I said, oh, fine, no problem, no problem. But then he says, we'll do it next week. I said, okay. So the same thing happened a week later. I emailed him, and I didn't know what you don't know what people's MO is, so I didn't know, does he ring you just 5 minutes before and say, right, you're on? Because that happened to me before, and so you don't know what's the preparation before, so you have to get ready anyway. So I got ready again. I moved things around again because we did it in earlier time, and I changed everything to be late, and then he changed it to early, like midnight, I think it was. And he did the same again, left it till last minute, and I was ready, and all contact me, oh, sorry, it's off, we'll do it another time. And then I said, yeah, okay, let me know when. Never got back to me. And then I think on Twitter, I probably made a little, not a snotty comment, but I probably said something like, truth is out there, or something like that. Nothing derogatory or anything, and I included him in the email. I said, it's nice to see truth is out there, something, I don't know what it was, something like that. And I tagged him in the tweet, and I just got a load of trolls, and then they started looking at my UFO stuff, calling them balloons, calling me balloon lady, and, all this kind of stuff. And there was like quite a bit of trolling, quite a few of them involved, maybe 6 or 7 people involved, and it went on for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. Same thing, I'd block them, someone else would come back, oh, balloon lady, this, that and the other. So that went on for a while, and there were people on his followers, and he actually joined in and liked a few of the tweets as well. So that really pissed me off. And so he didn't get back. He says, oh, you're welcome to come on the show. And I said, well, let me know. You never contacted me, so I'm not going to beg to go on people's show. I've never done a show since I did Miles Johnston, so for me it's like a big deal to accept anyone. So I was doing him a favour by accepting. Maybe he didn't know that, but it was a big deal for me because I was going to come out with a lot of stuff and that people didn't know. And it would have been quite good, an insight into Miles Johnston. And I've got quite a lot of information on him, as people know. So it would have been quite a good show. But he didn't want to do it for some reason. I don't know. Somebody get to him? I don't know. You tell me. So that's what happened with him. So, and another thing as well, he gave somebody else credit for one of my videos. It was me who put the video up about Simon Park's Daddy Did It, not nobody else. That was me. I put that video up. So he didn't even give me the credit for that. He gave it to somebody else. So this tells me there's something going on in the back here between all these. And I'm really pissed off about it because I was quite friendly with one of them, well, two of them. So it's pissed me off a bit, really. I just get the feeling something's going on in the back. And not usually wrong about these things. When you get a feeling like that, it's normally right, isn't it? One last thing that I would actually remind Miles Johnston, if he's got this alleged rape accusation against him, a restraining order for harassment and abuse on his record is not going to look very good, is it, if they start checking him out? That's his problem, not mine. So I just want to thank everybody for listening. I've got a few things off my chest, and the way I am is I have to get things out, otherwise they bug me and annoy me and fester and, you know, just get worse and worse. So I prefer to get things out and get it off my chest and over and done with. So that's what I've done. Just a bit upset and a bit annoyed with a couple of people. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye for now. Oh yeah, I'll put the clip of Miles Johnston and his friend in Texas that I was talking about, the old one. It's got a bit of background there of what was going on a couple of years ago, how it all came to a head, and why I took the videos down and cut all ties with him because of his nonsense. It explains a little bit of background. I just started about truth seekers. Actually, I forgot. I'm listening back in the editing, putting it together, and it was just that he used so many excuses. There was like the storm, and there was his electricity went out, and then his son was sick, and his wife was tired, so he had to give a hand, and they're all fine, but you don't really need 3 or 4 excuses. And one of them as well as his house was, the electricity went out, so he had to move to a cabin, and you know, there was all sorts. Maybe he just had a bad time that couple of weeks, I don't know, but it was just like too many excuses used. Maybe it was all true, I don't know. But you know, when someone's making excuses and you know, well, I sort of knew. You didn't have to say anymore. I thought there was something going on that he doesn't actually want to do it. Now either somebody said something, or I don't know. I really don't know why I'm so blacklisted. Am I that bad? You know, it's a bit weird. I'm starting to take it personally now. I really am. I just find it weird as well that no one sort of mentioned, except for a couple of people actually picked up, Small Truthers picked it up a while ago, that Simon Park's emails he sent me with his master and slave business where he was trying to manipulate me, and you know, during that time when my daughter died and everything. No one sort of mentioned that. That's, you know, that's the sickest thing that's ever happened to me, and people who hear that are sickened by it as well, and no one's picked up on that. They didn't even mention that. You know, I just find it all weird. It's just been sidelined, you know, for too long for some reason, and it's by these people who claim they're bringing the truth to us. What are they really? Really? Just want to say thank you to all my supporters, and thanks very much for sticking with me. I've got quite a few from a long time ago who remember everything and know all this and know what I'm about, and I haven't changed at all. I'm consistent little me, and you know, I'm what I am basically, and I've stuck to the truth for so long and always will. Because that's the truth, isn't it? What else can you stick to? Lies and bullshit come and go, but the truth's always the same, never goes. It's always there, and that will be me. So thank you to all my you know, faithful supporters and all the people who back me up. I noticed the other night in the chats on MC Group Truth channel, I watched it on there, and there's a few of my friends were on there and things. And a few people did mention Marie Kaoli, Marie's UFO channel, and she exposed him years ago. You know, people were wondering why. People did ask me, a few people did ask me, why didn't they ask you to go on? I said, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know, because a few people on there didn't have anything to add. Well, a couple of people didn't really have much to add in the ways of new information or anything in the way of exposure, you know, or anything that I would call interesting. I'll cut that out. I'll cut this bit out. Thanks very much, everybody, again, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Bye for now. Actually, I keep saying bye. I am working on an update about something, so I'll put that up soon, and some news and things like that. So I'm working on that at the moment, so that'll be up in a couple of days. Okay, bye for now. This really is goodbye. Bye.